Today is Earth Day. It's a good time to take appreciation all Mother Earth provides: air to breathe, water to drink, and soil to nourish our food. But food waste contributes to a gas that has more than 80 times the warming power of CO2 over a 20-year period. It's called methane. But on the flip side, it also breaks down in the atmosphere about a dozen years. So that's opposed to multiple centuries for CO2, meaning that rapidly cutting methane could have a big payoff. And this is something we can all participate in doing in our own homes, which is great news. And I'd like to welcome into our guest today. That's Zoe Heller. She is the Cal Recycle Director. So let's talk about how methane and food are connected.
Sure. So when you dispose of food in your garbage can, it ends up in a landfill. And it breaks down in the landfill. And when it breaks down, it releases that methane. Landfills are a leading cause of climate pollution in California. So when that food waste breaks down, it's releasing that methane, which, as you said, is an 84-time more powerful greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide.
Okay, so if we were to put this into dollars, I mean, a lot of us throw away food. On average, how much is that costing, let's say, a family of four?
Sure. A family of four in California disposes about $3,000 worth of food a year. So changing behavior and making sure that material isn't going to landfill and instead getting used is a great way to save money and also reduce your greenhouse gas impact.
Okay, so in terms of how that is broken down, we throw food into the garbage. Does that methane then go into landfills and that's where it's released?
Right. So yeah, you put your food in your black bin or your garbage bin. The garbage trucks take it to a landfill, and as it rots in the landfill, that's when that methane gas is released.
Okay, but there's something that we can all do about this.
And it's a simple step that makes a big difference. 97% of communities in California have the opportunity to put their food waste in their green bin, instead their composting bin, instead of their garbage bin. And that material then, that food, gets recycled into compost, which is an incredibly valuable soil amendment that reduces that methane impact.
You know, it's interesting, college kids come home or you have a company come in and you're kind of thinking, okay, how much food do I need to buy? And at the end of the day, you might end up with too much and it goes into the food waste. I hear it from a lot of my friends when the college kids come home, they go, I bought all this food. So this is a great way to kind of feel a little less guilty about, oh, I hate to throw away the extra food. Now, governments are also participating in this. I was reading something about Illinois. You know, they have one of the largest airports in the world, and they're trying to do something on a bigger level. What are governments, municipalities doing to kind of help this as well?
The municipalities all throughout California are doing great work. Every single city or jurisdiction in California has an edible food recovery program. So what this does is it allows for jurisdictions to have relationships or contracts with food runners or food banks, so that food, instead of being wasted, is given to the 1 in 5 Californians that don't know where they're going to get their next meal. And in fact, since 2022, in California, we've rescued over 1 billion meals to go to the people that need it the most.
Okay, I love it. The stuff that's going to what is now composting goes right back into the ecosystem.
That's right.
Okay, thank you so much to Zoe Heller for coming in on this Earth Day.